Hello once again, you crazy gram heads. Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about something a little different than what you might be used to. It's still VR related, so don't get your panties twisted in a bunch, but I actually wanted to talk about something that's kind of been bugging me lately that I noticed when it comes to virtual reality. Before I get into the meat and potatoes of this conversation, let me give you some critical context to understand why I've been feeling this way. Before I was doing YouTube full-time and relying on myself to make my own money as I currently do, I was a professional mechanic. See, here's me in my old Audi uniform a number of years ago. Now, right before the main wave of COVID hit in March of 2020, I had actually gotten hired at a Lexus dealership full-time turning wrenches maybe 2 months prior. Fortunately, I was spared in the first round of layoffs because I was deemed an essential worker, but unfortunately, due to a significant decrease in work coming in, I was part of round number 2 of layoffs, later around June. Well, at first, I'll admit I was feeling apprehensive about my future. I quickly came to realize this was the perfect opportunity for me to become my own boss and forge my own path forward. Herein lies the problem. I went from working full-time at a job where I walked anywhere from 4 to 8 miles a day, and on top of that, performed back-breaking, painstakingly physical work on vehicles all day. On average, I burned about 5,000 or 6,000 calories in a day, so I could eat basically whatever I wanted without having to worry about gaining weight. Except after I got laid off, I still ate whatever I wanted. And what I noticed is that over the last 8 months or so, I had put on quite a bit of weight, going from an incredibly physically active lifestyle to an almost completely sedentary one. So I started watching what I ate at first. I cut the soda out of my diet completely. I still drink coffee regularly, but maybe I skipped the cream and sugar here and there. I cut back on beer a lot, but I still wasn't happy with the way I was looking, and I felt like I wasn't losing weight fast enough. So I just started doing some basic exercises in my room, push-ups, sit-ups, stuff like that, and forced myself to play at least an hour of Beat Saber every single day, if possible. And it's really worked, really worked. I've been noticing a lot more weight loss, and just in general, I feel so much better every day now. I'm more alert, I'm more focused when I need to work, and just in general have much higher energy levels. Plus, I'm feeling great about the weight that I'm losing. Playing hours and hours of Beat Saber now every day for the last month has really started to get me the hang of playing on Expert Plus, but on a different note, it really got me wondering, why isn't there a bigger market for highly physical, intensive VR games that could be designed to make you lose weight? I mean, I feel like it's a really undervalued and overlooked aspect of the VR market that developers just aren't considering. We already know that VR has been revolutionizing the way we approach entertainment and video games as a whole, not even including the ways it can be used professionally to train people for workforces, skills, and trades. Why aren't there more fitness games available for VR? A quick search yielded only a handful of results on the Steam marketplace, and only one of them actually seemed like they might be fun or interesting to play. The rest were just generic fitness games, I suppose. The reviews weren't really anything to write home about, and nothing about them seemed unique or interesting. Much like I'm sure a lot of others do, I struggle to encourage myself to stay physically active because, quite frankly, a lot of the time it's just not enjoyable, or it's just flat out boring and unengaging for me. If there was a developer who was prepared to make an engaging, fun, and interactive game designed to help people lose weight, I could honestly see it completely blowing up. For all intents and purposes, games like Beat Saber and Ragnarok already are those games, but those are the only two real options if we're being candid. I mean, yes, VR games in general are physical, but there's a drastic difference between shooting zombies in Pavlov and sweating your butt off drumming to Viking metal. It makes me really interested to see if someone was capable or able to develop a game that was designed to make you lose weight without making you feel like it was designed to make you lose weight, if that makes any sense. Blade and Sorcery is a perfect example of this. It's an absolute blast to play, just mindlessly hacking and slashing your way through NPCs, and then after 30 or 40 minutes, you realize you're drenched in sweat and breathing heavily. Whether it was created with the express purpose of making you lose weight is yet to be seen, but it certainly is a nice byproduct. Once I started thinking about this, I realized how irritated I was that there weren't really more games like that in VR currently. I know that VR is sort of in an uncertain state as it's still new technology, and I know that we're really pushing it to its limits, but the fact that there aren't any AAA game developers invested in this yet means that pickings are probably going to be a bit scarce until they become more involved. I don't know. Let me know in the comments section down below what you guys make of this. Let me know if you have any ideas for a good game that would help people lose weight. If you have any suggestions for games that may sound like this that I may have missed or overlooked. Be sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell too. It makes sure that you don't miss any more of my future videos. Plus, it's a really easy free way to help support the channel. Thanks again for tuning in, Gramheads. I love each and every one of you beautiful father muckers. Gramsy out.